Okay, now we're going to have public comment on items not on the agenda. Individuals allowed 3 minutes, groups in attendance 5 minutes. If you are unable to remain, ask the city clerk to request, blah, 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 blah. It is the council's policy to refer matters raised in this forum to staff for investigation and/or action where appropriate. The Brown Act prohibits the council from discussing or acting upon any matter not agendized pursuant to state law. Please state your name and your street name, please.
Hi, good evening, members of the council. Marco Durazo, 2nd Avenue. I just wanted to kind of take note and highlight some of the positivity from this weekend's Day of the Children, City Park. It was a great event. All the schools were out there, celebration of literacy, a lot of great family fun. San Bruno Education Foundation was also present. I think the point of my comment is it would be nice if we can work toward coordinating better with the city and the school district to make sure that we're leveraging the different events, scheduling in a way that's coordinating among the city. It was like 150 degrees out there. I'm exaggerating just a little bit, but it was very hot. But it would have been nice. I know Relay for Life was a great event as well a couple weeks earlier, and then there's great events coming up in the next week. I think but for the benefit of the families and the children and all the school district, it would be great if we can coordinate and work to leverage so that we can kind of have folks at the park at the same time, same event. But overall, I think it was a great celebration for the city and for the school district as well.
Very good. Yes, thank you. Anyone else? Mr. Braun.
Good evening. Alan Braun, member of the owner of Bay Hill Gym and Fitness in Bay Hill Shopping Center and former resident, as we all know, of Claremont Drive. I don't need to let the city and the council know that because of everything that's going on in the area around Bay Hill Shopping Center, Regency Centers, the property management company of Bay Hill Shopping Center, is pretty much bullying and violating everybody that has a business in the center. Okay, the poor gentleman that owns the dojo there, Mr. Lawler, was let his lease expire a week after it. They told him it's $37 a square foot on a 3,000 square foot space, or get out. My brother and I own the gym, which is the 3rd largest building in the shopping center. They want us to pay 10% right up front and another 5% in 30 months. So over 30 months, they want us to pay 15% increase. And I'm not the only one. As Connie knows, they were supposed to send an engineer out because our roof's 40 years old. I paid out of my pocket to have an inspector look at it, which said it needs to be replaced. They sent a third-party engineer, which was pretty much in Regency's pocket, to Roy, the inspectors. They checked him, and he was a legitimate engineer, but he was in their pocket. You could tell by the way he wrote the report, because they were supposed to call myself or my brother when they came to do the investigation with your inspector, the roofer, and this engineer. Nobody called us. My brother came in at 10 o'clock. They were leaving. As soon as they saw my brother, they all took off. So Regency Centers, because of, as we know, YouTube, Google's new purchase, and everything else, is basing what the value of the shopping center is on all these super companies that are coming in the area. And Regency seems to think that they can just get away with anything they want and run everybody out of there or make them pay a fortune, and they're going to be out of business within a couple of years at the way they're running the mall. So I don't know if this is the way city can investigate into what they're doing, because I know for a fact a lot of the stuff that they're doing is illegal. I've already looked it up. Like, they have one guy that owns a business there. It's reporting his monthly earnings so they can base his garbage and everything else on it instead of just saying, you own a restaurant, pay this much a month. I caught them billing me $9,000 worth of stuff that I caught that they were trying to get me to pay that I already pay out of my pocket. For example, it was utilities. They sent me a bill. They ended up owing me $9,000. They weren't happy with it, but they had to give me the money back. They send people bills with unfortunately, there's a lot of businesses there that they get their yearly thing for the property taxes, the insurance, so on and so forth, and they just go, okay, write their checks and send it to them. I made them itemize everything. They now have to send us a sheet and we do it. But ever since we started making them do things right, they're trying to run me out of there and 3 or 4 other businesses. So I don't know if there's anything the city can do to talk to them, because they just seem to think that they can run over everybody in the center.
Well, at this point, I can't speak for the council. We can't comment on it, but your comments are duly noted.
Okay. And thank you.
Anyone else during public comment? Okay, thank you.